Awesome. Okay. Welcome to the third episode of Whiskey and Whips, the only podcast filmed inside of a car museum, inside of a shopping mall, which somehow makes more sense than most car opinions. I'm your host today, Ryan. I am joined by this bottle of whiskey, which is rich and rare. I have never tried this. Anybody here?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
have?
that's my childhood. Not my
Did you try it
childhood.
before the episode?
Yeah,
Is
I
that-
have.
All right.
Yep, that'd be my family drink.
Probably should have
No, not a-
done that as well.
I actually don't drink, so
Oh, perfect. Okay. You're on the wrong podcast.
yeah, definitely. I'm just here to give my opinion on stuff, So.
Perfect. Yeah, that's good. That's good. There you go, sir.
Perfect.
Very nice. Do you want a second one?
Damn, it's like you know Ryan.
I know.
I feel personally attacked.
We've hung out a couple times,
It only takes once.
It's like I've had to carry him to his car before.
Yeah. Drive safe, Ryan. Drive safe.
It's the first time having this not mixed in with Sprite. That would be
Weird.
like, yeah, that'd
Not
be
my
the,
car. That sounded bad. They gave the wrong.
Yeah.
Have to clarify before
To
cops show
the
up.
Uber is what I meant.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. I will drink a Red Bull though. That's for sure.
There you go.
Oh,
It'll give you wings.
it's definitely rich and rare.
The,
oh,
the staying face says it all.
I'm sad now. This is going to be the most sober episode I've had.
Was it too rare for you?
It was too something.
This is fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys do a different bottle every time? Or
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's start out and tell me a little bit about yourselves, guests. We'll start with you, Magnus. What kind of got you into cars, into the car scene?
Just in general, let's
Yeah.
see. I mean, shoot, I've been working on cars since fourth grade. For me, I rebuilt my first engine. It was on a little 100cc 80s Kawasaki, and it was just a little single cylinder. But that's what got me started. Always working on them with my old man, and that's just where we are now. I think I've owned 22 different cars and worked on each and every one of them.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I have some fun with it. I have a car page. Haven't touched it in a while, but in one summer, or within 3 months, went from 400 followers to 8,500 followers.
Well, that's
Just
good.
wow.
over restoring
Impressive.
vehicles.
Quite the
Yeah.
growth, yeah.
That's quick.
Yeah, just having some fun with it. People like to see progress. As long as
Yeah.
you're consistent with it and have some cool projects going on, people like to watch it.
Yeah.
I need you to run my Instagram.
I do know how to work with algorithms pretty well.
Okay,
Yeah.
we have just found a job.
Yeah.
What about you, Morph? What got you into cars?
Well, that's interesting. So my family was never deep into cars, but I loved Hot Wheels. I loved going to Rocky Mountain Raceway. I went there twice. First time for my 8th birthday, and second time for my 10th birthday. And I just love seeing those cars, man. And that's what I, really fell in love with. And ever since then, I was asking for Hot Wheels every single birthday, every single Christmas. I'd find Hot Wheels in my Easter eggs on Easter. Like, that was just my thing, And yeah, I really loved cars, and learned how to work on a Dodge Intrepid that had 467,000 miles that I got from my neighbor for $5.
That's a good run.
Those
Yeah.
things run for forever too.
Forever,
They're still
yeah.
on Marketplace. You'll find them floating around for $1,000 all day.
Oh, I know,
They're
dude.
always champagne too.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason. Mine was deep blue, though. Like,
Oh, cool. It
They're-
was special.
yeah, it was special.
Nice.
Yeah. But the roof was peeling off, the doors were rusting off the hinges, but I loved that car all throughout high school, and yeah, I learned how to work on it and got my first Audi when I was 20, and loved Audis ever since then, And then that progressed into car photography, which I'm doing now. So I just love cars in general,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Morph's pictures.
They're beautiful. I
Shits.
have.
They're
Yeah.
unreal.
Thank you, dude.
They're
I
unreal.
feel like I've watched him progress over the past 5 years with automotive addiction. He's just been
Yeah.
at every event taking pictures too.
We'll
Yeah.
throw some
Yeah, he's
pictures
been at
there,
it for
but
a
yeah,
while.
they're gorgeous,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I just strive for, as long as I'm moving up, that's all I care about. So thank you guys.
That's cool, man. What about you, Peru?
So it was actually my grandfather's brother that got me into cars. I remember being real little, but I remember clearly it was this red Toyota MR2. At least that's what they were called down there. I don't know if they were called something different here, but that car looks so cool, man.
They're
And-
fun.
yeah,
Classic
they-
death trap.
Yep. And yeah, that was one of the first cars I was like, wow, I think cars are cool, right? Because my grandpa, he had a car, but it wasn't like, he wasn't that into cars, So I was like,
Yeah.
well, cars can be cool. And then ever after, been super into cars. I'm not very well versed mechanically, but I love cars. So here I am.
I feel like the MR2s look like, if you're just a normal person, that looks like a supercar. The engine's in the back, and you see one driving around, you're like, it looks like somebody squished it, but the idea is there, and so they're cool
Imagine
looking.
being like, what, 6 years old, 5 years
Yeah.
old?
You're thinking, oh, that's a
Blow my
Ferrari.
mind, yeah.
It was red too, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
If it's red,
It
it's a
had to
Ferrari.
be.
That's awesome.
Somehow I always end up with red cars. I don't know if you guys have noticed that.
I noticed that
It's
too,
always
yes.
on accident.
You're
By-
3
The
for 3
Lotus is
right
the
now.
only exception.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was purposely red.
That was purposely red.
Yep, and then the Supra was accidentally red.
Yes.
I did for the longest time. I had a streak of golden cars, like
All right, T-Pain.
yeah, well, no, it's a what Ashton call it, geriatric gold, because that's where you find
Geriatric.
that's where you always find the nicest cars that some old guy bought. It always has a tan interior, and so they're always cheap,
Yeah.
but they've been taken care of. But
mean-
they're always champagne and gold.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's actually, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I had a 2004 Cayenne, bought it for $4,000, geriatric gold. Then a Jaguar XFS, it was geriatric gold, and then same with the Porsche Macan that I had too. They're all gold and tan or brown interior, but cheapest spec to get. I mean, it was the nicest spec you could get for the cheapest price.
So, when you get your supercar, is that going to be the color that you go with?
I expect geriatric gold.
Yeah,
exactly.
probably. I think maybe with like a chocolate brown interior to kind of switch things up a little bit.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I gotta make it
that'd be
look somewhat better.
There you go. I like that.
Okay, we're going to move into our first topic of debate. Buying a new car is a bad financial decision. Always.
Oh, definitely not
Always.
always.
Definitely. Yeah.
Well, okay. What's the budget? Just any car in general? Because if you go buy a new 911 SC when they came out, that was a great idea. If you were able and you had the allocations, I mean, those cars almost like they didn't double in value, but they went up like 200K after they sold out.
immediately,
Yeah.
I think
That's a
this is
rare
more
exception.
tailored towards kind of common, like everyday cars,
Okay.
more than specialty pieces are going to go up because
Mm-hmm.
they're limited. And it's really just if you can get on the list or not.
No, I would say it is a bad decision just because of the depreciation as soon as you drive it off the lot. I mean, what do we look at? It's like, what, 26% after the first year or something?
Depends on the car, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's massive.
Yeah. If you buy a Maserati, it's like 90%.
Yeah, they're like
Not
50%
actually,
off. So that's, yes.
I totally agree with you, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's a horrible decision to buy just a normal, everyday car brand new,
Yeah.
for sure. Unless you're actually getting a crazy discounts with, which they will make them look like you are, but usually you tend not to anyways. But
Well, and almost all of us have been in car sales, and yeah, we see a lot of people. I mean, they seem very ready for it. They like the idea of reliability that comes with it, the warranties that come with a new vehicle. And if you're worried about maintenance and you don't like to turn your own wrenches, then there is an argument that is a better idea, unless you want to go and pay for a used car warranty, which isn't always the best option. And usually you're not getting your money's worth out of it. It's kind of on a scammy marketplace to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's about the only argument to really throw in, unless somebody's got something else for new cars.
So I think for most cars, it makes sense to buy pre-owned, lightly pre-owned. I think there are certain cars where that may be a little bit of an exception. So like a Toyota Camry. I mean, you buy one used, 3 years old, and it's maybe $4 or $5 grand less than a new one, but you're running towards the end of your warranty. You don't know how the person before you's maintained it. Now, it's a Toyota, it shouldn't be a big deal, but if they just abuse the thing and put sawdust in the motor and never change the oil, you may not know that. So for $4 or $5 grand more, you could make a strong case for buying new and not having to have anything come up with that. Maybe it had frame damage at some point that wasn't reported. Cars that depreciate very rapidly, I think you should definitely buy used. Like, you should never buy a new Mercedes.
You should never buy a
Definitely.
new Aston either. My goodness.
Oh, good lord. Jod just bought an Aston,
Yeah.
We got him a 19 Vantage with 30,000 miles, and I think he was about $80,000 on it.
I mean,
What is the MSRP on that?
Like
Was-
280.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, what a good
280.
discount.
Well, that's the V8.
Yeah.
That's the V8 though, right? So wouldn't
Yeah.
it be like 224, 230?
It was like loaded with options.
That's-
Like
oh, I
there's
see.
like
Nice. I
sunroof
got you.
stitching,
Yeah.
nice leather. It's like $3,000 for like just the cover for the sunroof.
That's crazy.
Like it's it's ridiculous.
That's extra. That's cool.
I can't wait to see it in person. I love Astons.
So it's just it's a time-based coupon that you're throwing in there.
Yeah.
You wait 8 years and then it's 60% off. Yeah. Sounds like a good deal to me.
Exactly.
I mean, there's probably no warranty from Aston for that car. No, you just have to hope the dealership provides that. I mean, because did he buy it through Nissan?
Yeah.
Okay. I assume Nissan's not gonna provide too much for Aston.
They wouldn't even sell one.
Wow.
They have
Well-
like 15 warranty companies.
Would they do an oil change on it?
Based on my experience, no.
Brakes?
Probably also no.
Did
I get
they-
scared of my Lotus. I have to take it elsewhere now. I've been banned.
I thought they did do an oil change on your Lotus over there.
They did one.
And
that
then I
has
said
scared them
never
off?
again.
Yeah, they're
but
like
the
anything
Lotus
else.
is a Camry engine still. Like it shouldn't be
yeah,
too hard to
basically.
service. The oil plug's in a reasonable spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Aston might have more than one drain plug.
Probably. It's a Mercedes motor.
yeah,
So
it's-
I mean that makes more sense.
It's the same one that's in the GTS. So
Beautiful cars though.
yeah.
And those are a bargain now. You can find those for 90 to 100 grand in good shape.
The Aston or the GTS?
The Aston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up the GTS being it's a really good bargain, but that car hasn't. I feel like we're all kind of watching the values of those, hoping that they'd end up in the 40 to 50 range, but they're floating right at 60, 70
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the past 2-3 years now.
Well, again, those cars were 150 grand new.
Yep. Definitely worth it in terms of performance and looks. I think that's one of the best looking cars in the past 10 years.
As long as you didn't buy it new.
Well,
There you go.
I mean, I was going to ask you this question actually. If you buy a brand new car under your company, can you write off the depreciation?
So it kind of depends on how your company's set up. So there is a write-off for it. You can write it off. I'm not a tax guy, but you can write off 100% of it if it's over 6,000 pounds, or you depreciate it over 5 years as a write-off if it's under that.
So I mean, that's really the only benefit though if you do go that route for a
Yeah, and you
company
don't
car,
even need to
it's-
buy it under your company. Like if you're an LLC,
Yeah. Okay.
What's the curb weight of the new M5? Wasn't that like it's up in the 5,000?
5,500 pounds.
5,500. If you got every option, would it cross over 6?
I don't think so.
I see.
5,400
I
pounds.
Yeah,
I
you
see
see.
his wheels
Yeah,
turning.
yeah. I was like, well, maybe that's why they just didn't care about the weight of it. So they want to push it into that 6,000 pound range, which is crazy for a car that used to be more oriented for performance.
Yeah.
That thing is huge. I just saw one in person the other day in
Yeah.
like a nice red. Looked great. Went and talked to the guy for a bit. Yeah, it's a land yacht. It's massive. It's like the new Hellcat.
Why would they do
But it's
that
heavier.
to the 5 Series? You know what I mean? Like a 7 Series, sure, yeah, I could blow that car up, make it huge. But
Wi-Fi.
but doing it to the 5, it's like, oh, well, I mean, now they introduced like the you got the 1 Series that's
Oh my
around, so
God.
that's something.
The 7 Series weighs less.
What?
When did they do the last facelift?
4,700 to 5,300 pounds,
Jeez.
2026. It weighs less than the M5.
That's rough.
Oh, that's okay. Moving on. Let's see. Owning a car long term is better than constantly upgrading.
Are we talking financially or environmentally?
Financially, environmentally. Come on, guys.
I daily
Drove
drive
here in a race
ni-
car, bro.
I drive a 92 F250. I
Yes.
think.
And you want to talk about environmentals?
Well,
He watches the trees die as he drives.
Yeah.
There's that, but also, I mean, it takes a lot of carbon emissions to make a new vehicle.
That's true. That is
But
true.
it's still a 5.9 liter V8.
Yeah. Homie's just rolling coal on everyone.
No, it's not the diesel one.
Oh,
But actually,
okay,
that would be better for the environment
Yeah.
than a gas. I
So
think.
that's just straight carbon at
Right.
that point. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think.
So financially.
Yeah, financially, I think that depends on the reliability of a vehicle. You know, if you're going and buying a Range Rover and you want to keep upgrading it, that's basically what they're built for, as far as I've heard. You know, you drive it for the lease and then sell it off to whoever has a bad credit score but a good down payment.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the cycle of life for Range Rovers.
Or a new real estate agent. They love the Range Rovers.
You know, I first thought that Ryan was a real estate agent when I first met him.
You got a
Nice.
Range Rover?
Take it back.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I am not qualified.
If you were trying to sell somebody a piece of property, Ryan, you would definitely be showing them the backyard and say, you could put a racetrack over in this area.
That's the only kind of property I would try to sell.
Yeah,
There you go.
that works out.
Yep.
See, it's got a good elevation drop right here, and you can put the bank in this corner.
I mean, I think it depends on, again, kind of the cars you're buying. Like, if you drive a Toyota Camry and you just drive it into the ground, like, that's fine. That's going to cost you basically nothing by the time that car actually breaks. And when it does, it's cheap to fix anyways. But I think a lot of cars, as you run out of warranty, you get to the end of that, those costs are adding up. Range Rovers, for example, there's a ton of depreciation, but the repair costs are also asinine. So keeping that vehicle maintained and on the road becomes brutally expensive. So at what point does it make sense to just go to the next thing, whatever that is?
I mean, that's true. I mean, if you need a new motor, right? If you got an old motor, body's still okay, you know, why not just go to eBay Motors and get one for like 5 or 6K, right? Put it in there. I mean, that would be cheaper long run in my mind than going out and putting a $5,000 to $6,000 down payment on a new car, right? But that's just me.
I feel like we're so out of touch with like normal people's mentality. They see a check engine light and they think it's time to sell it.
Oh yeah.
In our head, we're like, it's probably just an O2 sensor.
Yes, yeah. Did you
That's
tighten
a
the gas
good deal.
cap?
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it could be the gas cap. You
And then-
literally tighten it. Oh, it's fixed.
And then that light starts blinking, and then you're like, okay, maybe it is time.
You know, I'd agree. If your
Not such a
engine
good deal
light's
anymore.
flashing,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that.
Yeah.
I think there's a good argument to be made with electric vehicles in that sense, though, because now we're getting to the point where people have been driving Teslas from 2014, 2015, and those batteries are 10, 12 years old. That's supposed to be about the maximum lifespan that people were talking about when they first came out. So now people are buying these used Teslas thinking, they look online, they see it had a range of 200 miles. They drive it now, it's got 150. It's the same as a Nissan Leaf. And and they're not realizing that, oh, this battery is going to need to be replaced. Well, that's a $10,000 repair on the lower end.
Yeah. I mean, you're
Is
probably
it-
looking at like more like 18 to 22, but yeah.
Yeah.
They've gotten cheaper on the old ones.
Oh, have
The
they?
battery costs.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say
okay.
the cost of the batteries have gotten significantly cheaper to where it almost makes sense.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty on par with like a motor replacement for, anything else.
That's interesting.
And yeah, you could buy a 15 Model S for 10 or 15 grand. And if
Yeah.
the battery does go out, you're out 10 grand. Like, it's not that terrible.
Maybe that should be the
The Range Rover's gonna cost you
wife's
that every year.
next car.
You could engine swap it. It's a good candidate for a K series.
This guy.
Yeah, get right back on board with the gas cars right there.
I love it.
I think the other thing to add there is it depends on how you drive the car. So if you abuse your cars like I do, at a certain point, it makes sense to move the vehicle before it blows up.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Makes sense.
That's
I'm
fair.
kind of always playing hot potato.
The cars
You-
are afraid of you,
You're
brother.
the one that makes
They
the
should be.
potatoes hot.
Well, he cooks them
Thank
and
you.
then wonders why they're hot. Yeah. I mean, I saw your story the other day on Instagram,
Yeah, when I launched the
Yep.
The
Yeah.
Cayman that you bought 3 days ago.
yeah.
Yep.
And on the third day, he said, "Does this have launch control?" It does.
It does.
Now we know.
That's it, really?
It does.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a 6,000 RPM clutch dump. It's aggressive,
Oh my.
Yeah.
and it skips the rear tires when you upshift.
Well, you're gonna take me on a ride sometime now.
Yeah,
for sure.
it's gnarly.
You said it's good for 10,000 launches.
Yeah, something like I don't remember the exact number, but the PDKs were tested to be launched like over 10,000 times without failure. But then you also hear about people that have GT3 RSs that are on their third transmission.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So the potato's heating up.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're launching it at like a Starbucks drive-through,
That's fine.
like every day. Like something's got to go through that many.
I mean, is a GT3 next on your docket or no?
They hold their value
Man,
pretty well.
I really like that Cayman race car. It's converting me a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I sent a text to Noah and told him, and he's been talking a lot of shit since then. I think I need to buy a McLaren and like purge the system a little bit.
Yeah.
Like,
And then get back into it. Well, he texted me and he's like, I love the Aston and all, but I kind of miss that Porsche. Like, that's fair. That's fair.
it's all right. It's in good, abusive hands.
Yep.
Okay. Cars under 50 grand are all most. Good lord. Cars under 50 grand are all most people actually need.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Under 30 grand.
Yep.
I mean, if you just want a car that you need, everybody wants all-wheel drive. You don't need it. You just need a front-wheel drive Nissan Sentra for 23 grand. That's it. You're fine. I mean, everybody else
What
wants
if you have like
luxuries.
9 kids? We're in Utah.
They got good trunk space.
You can still find an option under 50K.
Not where I was going. Oh, makes sense.
We need to bring back station wagons.
I agree.
Yeah, I think that's 100% something that should happen. And I've heard like a lot of people talk about it, and I know Buick's still making. I think they're the last manufacturer still making a station wagon here for the U.S. Except for, I mean, well, you've got BMW's got a few.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got their wagon. That's about it with the M5.
Yeah.
We're back to that again.
Yeah.
Who else makes a wagon nowadays?
I mean, Audi R8 or Audi makes a great RS6. You know.
That's true. That's a little. I mean, you can't
They
really
are
get like
so
a.
much money. Though.
Yeah, that's
I know.
right.
I'm
170
kidding.
grand?
I'm kidding.
Within like 30 seconds, we went from a Sentra to a.
I'm just saying
Slightly Avant, but-
that's on my brain. All right, that's all. That's all.
This is what happens when I start car shopping. I'm like, I'm going to spend this much, but for this much more, I can get and for this much more, I can get this. And then I'm looking at McLaren 720s. And I'm like, how did I get here?
Yep.
What is happening?
That's accurate.
I started at Versas.
I feel like less people need to shame minivans as well. If you're talking about
I
like
agree.
9-seaters.
Less
Less
people.
Yeah, less people need to shame them because why do you have an SUV? Oh, because it hauls a bunch of stuff. Okay. Get
Dude,
a
I
I mean, if they
minivan.
stop trying to run me over, then I'll agree with that.
The minivans?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because the current demographic of people buying minivans don't care a whole lot for how they drive.
I mean, have you seen that guy that like decked out his Honda Odyssey? He like put it on bags and like wrapped it.
Are you
and
talking about the guy
everything.
locally?
Yeah.
There's a guy that
Yeah.
I used to go out to a lot of the car meets. I'd see him around, and yeah, he had that Odyssey. Did he have spinning wheels on it?
He did. He had spinners on there.
Whoever
He
this
had.
guy is, a
You
legend,
opened
dude.
up the trunk and he had the full entire like stereo system, audio system in there. Like it was awesome.
Okay,
What a
this is
legend,
actually
dude.
growing on me a little bit. I was gonna talk a lot of shit, but it sounds better the more you go on.
Who was it? The actor for Han from Fast and Furious. He said his favorite vehicle is the Toyota Sienna.
Yeah.
Favorite
His favorite.
of all of the options.
That's his favorite. Like if you want a car to
mean-
drive.
I might need more of that.
Yeah, a car just to drive, daily driving. You get good fuel economy. They're comfortable. They're not good around any corner by any means, but that's not the point of it. You know, an average person just needs a minivan.
Yeah.
They're always worried about more cargo space. It's a selling point from like every single car manufacturer. Just get a minivan.
And then Dodge actually made a commercial to make minivans cool again. Did you see that one where they had the
I don't think it worked.
professional
Oh,
female
no.
drifter? Yeah, with their 2 kids. And
She
they're just-
drifted a minivan?
Yeah, she
When they're
drifted.
like all front wheel drive? I mean, there's all wheel drive ones, sure.
Dude, she was screaming around corners and like racetracks and like through drive-throughs and everything. It was awesome.
There has been a 20% sales increase in minivans
Hey yo.
in the
Profit.
last
go.
year.
Are they Dodge?
Who still makes a minivan?
That's just in general.
Chrysler makes
Chrysler,
only minivans.
Pacifica.
Yeah.
Pacifics are pretty popular though.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah,
Dodge
For
go
some reason.
Crazy.
Did Dodge go
um,
straight SUV?
Yeah, they got rid of the what was the Dodge one? Not the Town and Country.
Dodge. Not
It was a
Caravan.
Caravan. It was a
Yeah.
Caravan, yeah. Because now they just have Chrysler with the Pacifica, and apparently the Pacifica S is pretty decent in terms of just a nice car.
Well,
I don't know
mean,
how reliable they are.
Honda Odyssey too. I don't know that they're ever gonna stop making that car. To be honest with you.
All right, we're gonna move to the next section before I need more whiskey from all the minivan talk. So this one's a little bit faster paced. So this or that, I'm gonna give you guys options. You're gonna tell me which one and justify it. So, for example, manual or automatic.
Manual.
Why?
It's funner. I find it more enjoyable personally. That's very objective though.
Fair. Owns a Tesla.
Sometimes,
Financially made more sense, guys. Okay.
sometimes the jokes write themselves, you know.
That's pretty perfect. That's pretty perfect.
Maybe I need a raise.
That
Then that would-
backfired.
Yeah, that would roll right back to you on the
Yeah, there we
on
go.
the floor. There we go. As a guy that has all manual vehicles, automatics.
Wow.
Yeah,
What?
Plot
dude,
twist.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. Well, okay, when
No,
I'm
just
daily
me,
driving a
motherfucker.
stick shift
In
90s
traffic.
traffic around here has just gotten a little bit much. My left calf looks really good though. So
No, but you get used to it.
no, not yet.
Really?
No, just after a while, because like there's just times where you're in and out of first and second, and then first gear in the truck is like a towing gear, so it's like good for
Okay.
8 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And so I'm just literally shifting it nonstop
Okay,
from there, because then
ma-
second doesn't quite get down to 0, and it just gets all
That's fair.
shuttery.
I never owned a truck,
Yeah.
but my first automatic car, it was my Tesla. Before that, I only had
really?
manuals. Yeah,
Nice. There you go.
There you go.
just to put that out there.
If I could have an automatic little small car for a daily, that's fine. Just give me like a used Nissan Leaf, and I want one of those for a daily driver. That's where I'm at this point. I've got everything else covered.
Doing a Model 3.
Yeah, maybe a Model 3,
Almost the
that's not
same
bad
price.
either.
You have full autopilot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm with you. I think manuals are the way to go. But when there's heavy traffic, it is a bad time.
Yep.
So
I think you get used to it, guys.
I think
it's
that's the reason I
honestly-
like the Porsche so much, though. Like that PDK is such a
Yeah.
good gearbox. Like it's fine in traffic, but also when you get on it, it is so snappy and pissed off.
Yeah.
So
they have you looked into the whole engineering behind it? How it's literally like it's
Mm-hmm.
prepping the next gear. It's all ready and set to you. You got 2 different chambers of fluid going on.
it's crazy.
yeah. The engineering's nuts on the PDK.
So I'd say manual unless it's a PDK, and then
There you go.
I don't know.
Driving experience, manual.
There we go.
Of course.
Daily driving, automatic.
That's just where we're at, because everybody else is driving automatic.
Yeah.
You know, you're stuck in traffic, or just even at a stoplight, and everybody's slowly creeping forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you go from just sitting in neutral to having to put it in gear while everybody else just takes their foot off the brake
Yeah.
a little bit.
Well, I mean, the very first truck or car I even had was a 1987 Ford F-250 extended cab, extended bed that got like 6.5 miles to the gallon.
Nice.
Yeah, and I love driving that thing in open country roads, but as soon as you got into town, bro,
Yeah, it sucks.
best of luck.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next question. We're gonna move through these a little faster so we can get to the break here. NA or turbo? NA is naturally aspirated.
Who's going first? Am I going
Yeah,
first? I
go
guess. NA.
Why?
It just, at least to me, feels better. I don't like the turbo lag. I know with the twin turbo you don't feel it as much, but I feel like it's still there. It might be very subjective too, though. I mean, it might
There's
be
kind of like a delay,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just throws you back. Yeah, I get that.
Going on to me now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In terms of like what I've driven around, I think my best comparison in my head is going from like with a smaller Honda S2000 motor. In terms of NA engines, that's like my favorite. You're revving to 8,500 RPM. You're having a lot of fun with it. But then, weirdly enough, my comparison to it in terms of the 2 cars that rival for NA versus turbo is first generation Audi TT with the 6-speed and 225 horse. Because the turbo, when it kicked in, was just fun. Like it gives you another little level of fun versus the Honda feels more like you're driving a motorcycle where you're just wrapping it out all the way and onto the next gear. That with a turbo, you can have a little bit more fun with it, especially if you're daily driving or just hitting a canyon road. If you know the engine, you know right when it's going to kick. Turbo's the way to go.
Yeah.
It's fair. I'm big on the NA train or supercharged. I just don't like turbo lag. That's my big thing. Like I drove a McLaren forever ago, and it like you put your foot on the gas, and it just takes a couple of seconds to get going, and then it just rips. But it takes so long for it to actually like get on the juice. It just feels like you're waiting for a bomb to go off. It's not predictable. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I think this guy's complaining about his turbo being too big.
I
That steak's too juicy. My lobster's too buttery.
Go big or go home, right?
You have to do like a countdown when you punch it. You're like in 3 seconds, this is gonna go really fast.
well, I mean, having owned 4 Audis now, that's very true. That's very true.
Especially Audis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially Audis. But I mean, I drove a naturally aspirated like 1993 Porsche, and that is the most fun car I have driven.
Oh yeah, you keep going and you just feel the torque keep pulling
It's
through.
you in the car. Yeah, it's literally you in the car, and I like turbos just because I can open up my sunroof, and hear it as I'm going under the bridge or if I'm driving through a canyon or something, and it's really nice. But I mean, just the drivability factor and the experience, NA, 100%.
Fair. Okay, last one, and then we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. Last question is old school or modern?
Modern.
Why?
Way more convenience.
Yeah, that's fair.
Way more convenient. I mean, old school is.
Owns a Tesla.
I love it. I love the convenience factor of it.
Yeah.
Like it's
They
amazing.
are good cars.
I think old cars definitely have a cool factor to them for sure. Not to bash on them. I think they're really sick. But again, if you're dealing something, even if it's not a Tesla, right? Even if it's a nice V8 twin charged monster, right? It's still nice to be able to have your Apple Music and fucking nice sound system and heated seats and not have to worry about turning the key in and all that. So
Turning the
modern
key
for
is
sure.
a big inconvenience.
It is.
Huge. Even having a key is an inconvenience nowadays, brother.
Dude,
Think about that. Every time I get my Porsche, I'm like,
I mean,
There was a joke in there, but they just agreed. So.
I mean that was one of my friends. He's like, push the start or nothing at all. I'm like, okay.
Once you own a Tesla, you don't even have to push a start, bro. Like it's the nicest thing. I'm
Just put
telling you,
your
it's
foot
fair.
on the brake and then
that you're in.
put it
You're
in
good to
gear.
go.
what about you, Mag? Old school or modern?
Old school all the way. I like inconvenience, but I like comfort. Any older vehicle that I've had, I usually go through the suspension very first thing because a lot of people get bad impressions on older cars and how they might drive like boats and their shocks are just out.
Yeah.
And once you swap that out, you realize older cars and their comfort, whether it's from the 80s. I mean, as long as you're not driving like, a cheap car from back then. If you're driving, like I had a Dodge Aspen, right? Well, that's the equivalent of like a modern Dodge Neon or a Dart. It was just a cheap car, even with nice new shocks in it. Still didn't drive very good. But you go to like a 90s Mercedes S-Class, fantastic. I'd take that over basically any new car.
Those have aged so well. They really have.
The interior was great. It had double pane windows. You're not going to find that in basically any new vehicle now. It's just comfort. And then convenience, I've just got my phone. I just need a Bluetooth adapter. That's it. Anything I want, I just have it right there. I don't really like being on my phone while I'm driving, though. So I don't care for maps or anything like that.
I'm kind of in the middle of you two. I like modern cars, but I like to be inconvenienced, apparently, based on my car choices.
Yep.
I have a modern Porsche race car, which is not convenient at all. Even getting in is a process.
You have to slide in.
Yeah, the 5-point harness to go get milk.
bad.
Yeah. If you hop in too quick and the harness is sitting in the wrong spot, you sit on it all funny.
it's a bad time. Free colonoscopy. And then the Lotus, same thing. Like it has some modern tech, but it doesn't have keyless passive entry, so I still have to pull it out and beep it, and it doesn't have
You
a lot
know
of
what?
features.
I mean, even if it did, it wouldn't work.
One of the best things about modern cars,
That's a good point.
after driving so many
Those
like
things.
different decades of cars, the best thing about modern cars is automatic climate control. You set a temperature and it'll actually go to that
I
temperature.
actually hate that.
Yeah, and it works. That's fair.
That's like my favorite.
I hate it.
I don't like because then
It
you'd
gets
be like,
too cold and too hot.
no, it's the same thing with older ones. You put it on cold and then that it just gets too cold and you forget about it and then you have to turn it back to hot again and wait for it to heat up.
Didn't he say that he likes inconvenience?
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
Yeah. I don't know.
There's some backpedaling over here.
I'm just joking. Honestly, man, it depends on the day for me. Like, if I'm going up a canyon or something, there's nothing better than an older car for me. Just like going over the bumps, going through the canyons. You can. It's just you in the car. There's nothing. helping you with like the stabilization.
It's
or
not
any of
driving
it.
for you.
Right. And then, I mean, just for daily driving, gas mileage and everything, honestly, modern, But I hate to give both answers, but honestly, that's just how I feel because I love both for their own reasons.
I'll allow it. There's a time and place for both, for sure.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and take a short break, and we'll be back. Okay, I pressed the button. The red record is on, so we won't have a repeat of last time.
Was it on before as well?
What would you drop in
No.
your success rate? Your
Oh, you mean the first half of the podcast? Yes, it was red. then,
thank
too.
God. I
Yeah.
was like, what?
oh, this is all just warm up the whole time.
Yeah, the backstory is in our last episode. I didn't hit the record button that's red and flashing in front of me. So we only had audio from the cameras.
I think they can
I
tell when they
had
look at the
literally
podcast.
one job.
They can tell when they look at that episode.
Press one
sir.
button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
The one big button.
Yeah,
Perfect.
the biggest button.
Got squares.
Yeah, that's
gets
true. I got
confusing.
confused by the square. There's a lot of lights.
It's a little lights, a little shapes.
A lot
It's
of
hard
things are
sometimes.
happening here.
Peak. Absolutely peak.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what that sound effect was, but that was perfect.
Speaking of that sound,
Oh, no.
where the heck is ER?
Well, he's here.
So we've
He's here
actually
now.
found him. Yes.
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 He got trapped in his garage today, which I don't know how that actually happens. Pretty sure there's an emergency release thing.
There's a lever.
Yeah.
Pretty sure, but
Wrong lever.
we've sent we've sent help to untrap him and tell him how to operate a garage. But he has joined us for the remainder of this episode.
Yep. Good to see you, ER.
All right. Next section is car confessions. What is a car decision that you regret?
Oh man.
Let me start with you.
Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna have to say buying that Dodge Intrepid. that was the worst.
400 and how many miles?
476,000 original miles, original body, original motor, everything. That car was rusting off its freaking bolts.
Where'd
but,
the regret come in with it? Because
the
it seems
regret-
like a great high school car. You
The
know?
regret
It
came
won't
from
die. I can't buy a new one.
Oh,
that and also
Yeah, fair
every
enough.
single girl that I ever talked to in high school never ever wanted to get in that car with me.
oh, I thought you were going to say never want to leave you.
Well, I mean, when you're driving something like that that's that worn out, it's like, okay, where's your money? Like, what can you provide me?
I
And
think
the-
it was a good
A
like
Dodge
purity
Intrepid.
test. You know?
in my mind, it was like longevity, it was commitment, it was all that stuff. Not according to her, So, it is.
I
what
think
it
you were sorting out the red flags.
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
actually
that's true. That's
that
true.
car was good dating advice. It's kind of like because what if you had like a nice Porsche in the garage and that was the daily?
That's true.
That was high school, but hey,
I never thought about it like that. Thank you.
it kind of worked out for me that way. I mean, I had a Porsche 944 I bought as my first car with a hole in the side of the cam tower.
Oh wow.
Okay, but all through high school, I got to say I had a Porsche while I daily drove a Subaru Forester.
Hell yeah.
So any girl that wanted to come hang out, they're like, "Oh, you have a Porsche?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then just show them this thing covered in tarp and the engine not in it. But
This
it
is
was
why
like-
we get along.
Yeah,
That's a smart man.
The brand name was there, and so it caught them. And they get to watch me work on it, and then bust my knuckles from a wrench slipping, and then they ask to go home. But it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's probably it for me. Also a Jeep Grand Cherokee from 1999.
With the six-cylinder.
Yep. 186,000 miles on that thing.
It's not
and
even broken in yet.
Yeah, it's brand new.
the transmission went out
Oh,
like
mine.
2.5 months after I got it.
Those engines are invincible, but
Yeah. The transmission's not.
no.
Is that a transmission like $7 for those?
You see, I was a poor college kid who couldn't afford anything, so
Just eat less ramen.
Never.
fair.
I'm dedicated.
It's good budgeting.
Yeah. But no, probably those two, honestly. Looking back.
That's fair.
How long did you end up having that Cherokee for?
Another month and a half after I didn't touch it and just sold it.
I
to
meant
someone.
in longevity, but
Oh,
not after
yeah.
you found out it had the issue. But
Yeah.
a month and a half sitting in the driveway.
About a
is-
month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody bought it for the engine for sure.
Yeah.
That's nice.
More than likely. Yeah, it went to a guy up in Idaho.
Nice.
So, yep. I don't know. What about you, Peru?
Would be buying my Tacoma. I
Really?
bought a brand new Tacoma.
Okay.
First of
I
all, there
remember
is
that.
there is two reasons why.
Okay.
All right.
I'd love to hear these two.
Two reasons why. First of all, I always liked, I wouldn't say like really fast cars, but something sporty, right?
Right.
Going from a Mustang that I had supercharged. It was an older Mustang. It's a 2001 supercharged Mustang.
Okay.
It was really fun.
Cool.
I went to the Tacoma.
Really?
And it financially made sense. It was right before COVID. So I got it at MSRP, brand new. They actually discounted it because, car market on that time, it was kind of weird. But I hated it, right? Like it made more sense. It financially was good. I got a great APR and like probably the best APR I got on the car at the time. And I still didn't enjoy driving it. It was a good car, reliable. It was a TRD Pro, so it had all the features that I needed and more, but I hated driving it.
What's the second part to this, Peru?
Yeah. I was just going to say.
Second part is that I did not sell it during COVID. During COVID, I could have sold it for at least, I believe, when I had it appraised, 15 grand over MSRP, because that's when the market went crazy, when you couldn't have the chips and everything.
Yeah.
Like the dealership was offering me that. So I'm sure in the private market I could have gotten more, especially because I had it brand new. It was like 6-7 months after I bought it that whole shit happened.
Right.
And then I also
A Tacoma appreciating $15,000 should be a crime.
That should be a crime. But, I mean, chips,
yeah.
during COVID.
So yeah, two big regrets on that Tacoma, and yeah, I feel like the biggest one is definitely that I did not enjoy it. I did not enjoy driving that car. So that's when I was in the car business. A lot of people ask me, "Well, what's more reliable? What do you recommend?" I was like, "I recommend whatever you like best, as long as you maintain it."
Yeah.
Because I had this Tacoma, financially made sense. I made money on it still, and I crashed it. I sold it, crashed, and I broke even on it.
Wow.
And I had
It was
the
bad
market
too.
was
I saw
broken.
it.
I
It was-
crashed, so it was crashed. It was pretty bad. It was like a $10,000, $15,000 repair. What happened is that my insurance guy totally scammed me. He told me I was full cover. I was whatever, right?
Right.
So I was like, okay, I'm not about to fix that because the car is worth what I own on it. I had my APR wasn't the best, but I still had like an 8-year loan. So
Oh, jeez.
it's selling after 5 years. I broke even with it, being crashed. Financially, it was probably a great vehicle, right? But the whole time, I still didn't enjoy driving it, so I would not have bought it again. Would have bought something else.
But why didn't you enjoy driving it? Was it something specific or just
It's just
all
different.
around?
I'm not a truck
It's a
guy.
Tacoma.
Okay.
Man.
I went from a Mustang. That's kind of what I like.
I like driving trucks, bro. I don't
Yeah. See, I
And
don't.
if you're jumping stuff.
Okay.
That's what I love my Model 3 too. It's soulless. I will tell you that. Driving an electric vehicle is soulless. It's weird, but I mean, it's still zippy. It handles great. I mean, it's effectively a sports car. I mean, you know what I mean?
Okay,
it's-
okay.
Careful.
Hold
Careful.
up.
Mr. Porsche over here. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. $70,000 car.
I mean, it's probably
I
got
paid-
better performance figures than a BRZ.
You cannot
You know?
find.
In a straight line.
Listen, you cannot find a better
Probably around
car.
the corner.
Look, bro, I had somebody pass me on the track when I was in my Lotus in a BRZ, and I wanted to
Really?
drive in oncoming traffic.
Huh.
They corner so well.
In your Lotus,
On
that
good-
thing's already insanely impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it could have used a driver mod at the time. Yeah, the if you put sticky tires on those things, they're crazy.
Have you
So-
seen sticky tires on a Model 3?
Nobody has.
Actually,
you-
they did
you're
take one to
about
Pikes
to.
Peak.
Oh yeah, they ripped everything out of it.
Yeah,
That thing was insane. Didn't Randy Post try that?
I think so.
that
Actually,
the-
I think yeah, I think he did.
You can do that with mine.
Please do
Wait,
it.
Can we do that and put
Is-
a
I'm down.
automotive
Is that
addiction
the-
spoke?
They actually rip if you
stickers on
take
there?
everything out of it.
Is that the
Yeah.
same model that was the Need for Speed cover? It's not the same model, is it?
They had a Model 3 on
No,
Need for Speed
I'm
cover.
saying,
What?
I'm saying
Oh.
that classic, cover. I forget what model it is for the BMW. It's got the spoiler and everything. It's from 2008. I
Oh,
think.
the E36.
E36.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure, or it's
For
is
Need
it a
for Speed
46?
Underground,
All right.
right?
What
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
decision do you regret?
I had to
start
think
moving a
about it.
little
I was
faster
glad I
here.
was I was glad I was the last person because none of them. I've enjoyed every car that I've had because I've always bought them for different reasons, and they've always surprised me. I always come into like every car that I'm interested in. I'll do a little bit of research, but I'm super open-minded, and I'm just constantly surprised by like what I end up getting. And that just comes from I'm always flipping vehicles and trying to find something new to get into, and so that took me from like within 1 year I went from the 2010 Jaguar XFS to Fiesta ST, which was super fun, and then got rid of that after just a month and a half. Rode around an 80s motorcycle. Went from there to what did I get into next? Oh, then I went to a 78 Dodge Aspen, and then later that year I got into the Mercedes S500, the 1995 one. All those cars are just completely wildly different. And then, after the Mercedes was an Audi TT, and just all of these cars are just so just diverse, and so no regrets on it. Never lost any money really, except on the Dodge. I think I lost like $700. That was it.
I mean,
Man,
Yeah, I
that's
bought it for
such
a- like a
$1,200
tire.
during
That's
COVID.
such a good answer. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
It's
that's
just
great.
because I just have fun with it. I never buy a car for a smart reason.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, I think that's why.
That's a great
I
answer.
never buy a car for a good reason. I just end up getting it, and I'm like, yeah, I don't regret this, but oh well. I probably should.
I had a 350Z when I got out of high school. Or I bought one like right after.
All right, Drift King.
And I loved that car. It was great, reliable.
It was the automatic one, yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of past tense in there.
And I put... and I drove this to about 130,000 miles. And like the
Holy
convertible
cow.
top stopped working. And like everything on the car was like... It was running fine. But everything on the car was starting to kind of fall apart. And the convertible top is $15,000, by the way.
It was
No
stuck
way.
And the
up.
car was worth about $6,000.
And it is that plastic convertible top, right?
Yeah, the vinyl, whatever.
there was just
15,000?
one
Yeah.
in service over at the Nissan dealership today too. The top was
he's
not
not
working.
gonna like that, Bill.
Yeah.
There has to be an aftermarket option.
Nope. I mean, there wasn't at the time, at least.
a couple sticks and a tarp.
Huh.
So
For
yeah,
real,
I could
it
put it up.
wasn't- it
I could put
wasn't
it up
very
and take it
cool.
down manually, but like it took some effort, and I probably made it worse. But I love that car. So my next car is a 370, but same thing, convertible white, but I bought it in a manual. I'm like, well, the last one mechanically worked pretty well, and I was pretty abusive to it. So
How many miles were on this manual one?
50,000, 40,000.
In modern days,
It had no
that's
place.
like fantastic.
It
but
had the transfer plates
Yeah.
once
So the
already, right?
transmission came out of that car 6 times in 7 months.
Ah.
How many times did it have it replaced before you bought it? Did you ask that?
No, that's after I bought it.
was that the clutch going out?
The first time was I was learning how to drift, and I grenaded the clutch, I think, or maybe that was me. And then
wanted
the
an
second
upgrade.
time, throw-out bearing failed, and then master cylinder, I think, and then the synchros were screwed up, and that was the case before. All of those were broken before. Just discovered it as we went.
Nice.
So we ripped the transmission out of this car like 6 times, and
You got really
it's,
good
you
at
know, $1,000, $1,500 every time I do
Oh
that.
my word.
And eventually I'm like, okay, this thing needs to go away. And I had engine lights for all kinds of different things. So sold that, lost 12 grand in 6 months on a Z that I paid 15 grand for.
So something I heard about the Nissan Zs and like that whole series is as engines got bigger, of course, that's what the common idea of, you got 300 Zs for a 3.0, 350s for a 3.5, right? That was actually for the amount of spaces that you could have for engine issues. It started out with 300 and then they slowly got a little more complicated.
The new ones are twin turbo. Be careful.
Well, that's why they under
The Z400s
Yeah,
or whatever.
They don't even call it a 400Z. They just call it a Z
yeah, I
now.
was gonna go under wraps. It's a 400, but
Okay. That's funny.
I also regret selling my Jaguar F-Type. That
Ah,
was
yeah.
a super, super fun car. I sold it for like 40 grand. That's when the market kind of bottomed out. I've been looking for a deal on one for a while.
You made money on it though, right?
it's a Jaguar.
What do you
No.
miss about it the most?
The sound, man.
Yeah.
It sounds like a drive-by shooting. Which,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
like every time you get on that car, it just sounds like it wants to murder somebody. It's angry all of the time. And there's nothing that really sounds like it.
Really?
Like, and they're cheap now. They're 40 grand,
Do you prefer that?
550 horsepower.
It's just a 2-seater, right?
Actually,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
also that was very in line with the Jaguar I had. I went to a random U-Haul rental place and they chopped off the mufflers for me, and then they forgot to
Oh.
charge my card. It was great, but I had a straight pipe Jaguar, the XFS,
Sounds sketchy as
same engine
crap.
as the F-Type.
Yep.
And I remember the first cruise that I pulled up to here in the parking lot, and this is after I took off the mufflers and started the car right when everybody else started, so nobody really batted an eye, but it was pretty loud. And then everybody was idling, and I was waiting for it to start, so I pulled up next to ER, and I revved it, and I watched his head snap around. He was like, "Was that you?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." He was just like mind blown. Just what the fuck, you
They
know?
sound
Yeah.
pissed.
Oh, it would snap and crackle at everything.
I mean, mine was a stock exhaust, and it's ridiculous. They were so loud the year they came out in 2015, and that was the only year you could get rear-wheel drive, that they had to make them quieter the next year legally. So in 16 they get quieter, and they all have all-wheel drive after that because people kept crashing them,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yep.
It doesn't handle terribly well.
You could also only get the manual in the first few years too.
You couldn't get it in an R at all.
Oh,
in the
really? Yeah, it
States,
was only for the V6. Yep.
which is a
the
huge
same,
shame.
but it's the same engine block.
Yes,
So they would bolt right
it is
up.
the
I'm
exact
learning.
one.
Do you prefer the sound of the Jaguar over your Lotus?
Oh yeah, that's the
Really?
best sounding car I've ever had,
Oh,
and
wow.
like it's not close.
Not even close. What? Okay.
A whole different type of sound too, because the Lotus, I mean, it just sounds refined in a good way.
Yeah,
It sounds just good. It sounds like almost like futuristic in a way. Does that make sense? Like it's just a good, clean engine. No, it's just quick revving. Sounds nice and clean. The Jaguar is like dirty muscle car sound, but with a bit of exotic flair to it. It just,
dude,
we
it
sound like
makes you
chefs talking
feel
about food. But
like a Bond villain every time you drive a Jaguar F-Type.
Wow.
You feel like a Bond villain everywhere you go, and everybody looks at you
Alright.
like you are.
we're gonna start glazing
don't like you.
Jaguars here too much.
Yeah. And they're gonna be like, okay.
Because I 100% agree, Jaguar is one of my favorite car brands just because of how ridiculous they are and they're just slept on.
All right.
So
Interesting.
Until they
I
break.
like it. I like it.
until they break, yeah.
That's a thing.
Well, it depends
Doesn't
on
take
which
too long,
ones you
right?
get. You can just buy Toyota parts or Ford parts, or good luck.
It's probably the last one, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Anything like 2015 or newer, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck for that for sure.
You know, it was pretty reliable until I parked it for a couple of months, and once the battery went dead, that car had so many issues after that point. Before then, it was solid.
Mine was fantastic until I blew the valve cover gasket from too high of oil pressure. So then anytime you turned on the car, it would leak onto the headers, all the oil. And then it just had a nice new aroma in the engine bay.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Smells
burnt oil.
authentic.
Yeah. Smelled like an old car, even though it's not that old.
Yeah, one of those OG
What's-
V8s.
A car you were proud of that you shouldn't have been.
Oh, it's still my $500 Chevy Cobalt with a stick shift. I've beat the snot out of it. I bought it for $500 on Marketplace. It's got a stick shift in it. 300,000 miles or 297. I'm still waiting for it to go up. I've never done an oil change on it because it burns so much oil. I just check the dipstick every other week.
That's kind of a loophole, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
see,
keep putting
yeah.
new oil in.
Exactly. It's fantastic. Now, this it could be redacted right here, but I've never registered it or anything because nobody bats an eye at it.
Arrest this man.
It's a golf cart with a
Right
manual
now.
transmission that I just drive around town.
That's interesting.
I'm scared to hit the freeway with it, but everything works. It's got the sunroof too. Best purchase ever. You can never find $500 cars anymore. And the fact that I did and it works and was fantastic.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mine was a 2008 Audi A3 hatchback. Love that car.
Nice.
And I also hated it at the same time. But when I got it for $4,500, it had a brand new motor in it. Had 136,000 miles on the body and everything
You got it for $4,500 with a brand new motor.
with a brand new motor,
How new was the brand new motor?
as in like a year and a half old.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. So
It's
In-
always
in my-
scary.
It's pretty
with,
good.
I've learned with like any Audi or BMW, whenever they're like, "Oh, brand new motor," it's like, well,
yeah, how
It's true. It's not like how new. It's just how is
Yeah.
it new?
Yeah.
Like, did they just do the top end on it? Did they rebuild the whole thing? Did they just get it from the junkyard? And they're like, it's a new motor.
Well, I mean, I had so
New to
much
the car.
New to the car.
New to the car, right?
I just had
I
so
always get
much fun in
sketched
that
out.
car. Like,
No, they're sweet.
I had two 14-inch subs in the back. And
Nice.
just- yeah, I'd pull
I
up to
like
the
that.
drive-through. No one can understand me when I'm ordering food.
You can turn it down.
Well, I didn't want to.
No, why would you
That's
do
the
that?
thing.
He paid for the subs. He's got to use them.
Exactly.
Dude, they get
Exactly.
to hear it too.
Exactly. And me being a metalhead through and through, like, of course we're having deathcore metal,
Nice.
That's really
sing nights.
That's
but-
really easy to hear you over when you're in a drive-through.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, Taco Bell loved me that lived like, a block away from my
No, they
apartment.
didn't.
They heard you. They heard you as soon as you got in the car.
Yeah.
To drive over. They're like, "Oh, he's on the way. I can. I can."
They're all like, "Oh, great, Morph's coming by again. Awesome. Sounds great."
What about you, Peru?
My Stang. The 2001 Stang.
Your Stang. Okay.
Yeah, that shit honestly was the most reliable car I've had. I
They
just
have the-
snapped the supercharger belt on it on the highway by money shifting, and you had to do nothing but get a new belt for it. That's it. That was it.
Okay,
Literally, I drove it after I did that. By the way, I drove it all the way to work for like 25 minutes with like no belt, and
He did an NA conversion.
no
the
belt
fly.
on the
Dude, that's-
supercharger.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, I put.
Yes, but
I'll put
like
two and two together.
Ryan, super reliable. It overheated bad, probably about 5 times.
Which part of this is reliable?
Yeah.
That was the cast iron heads, right?
So
And
wait,
cast
wait.
iron blocks, so it can handle.
It overheated,
overheating.
right? But listen, it overheated because my radiator wasn't working properly. My fan on the radiator, when it overheated, there was no damage to the engine. I had the guys like check it thoroughly. I paid a lot, but they were like, "Yeah, this car is like brand new. You're good. You just need a new cooler." And then once I bought the fan, I was chilling, like no problems at all.
So is that your next car?
I thought I was.
I would
so.
buy it.
Actually,
Actually,
I
I would
think you should go
honestly
back.
buy it back. I paid
Yeah.
$6,500 for it. It has 60,000 miles on it, supercharged,
What kind
I
of
mean,
horsepower was that making?
420. I took it to the dyno.
Oh,
They
yeah, that's
told
a
me
lot in
That's
this.
not bad.
when I
at
took it to
all.
the dyno in Provo, they were like, "Hey, you need to do a lot of things because otherwise it's gonna break." I was like, "Well, I don't care if it breaks. Well, we're liable." I was like, "I can sign a waiver." They had me sign a waiver.
Yeah.
It did not break. They were sure it's gonna break, brother. I'm telling you
That's
that.
always a bad sign when you bring it to a dyno shop and they're
Yeah,
like, "This
yeah.
shit's gonna blow up." Just so you know, sign
Like,
here.
we'll do it, I guess. Well,
And you
wasn't
still
that-
let them do it. That's
Yes,
the crazy.
Isn't that
Dude,
the Terminator
nothing
engine?
happened.
Isn't that the engine that's known as like the Terminator?
Yeah,
Because it just won't die.
uh-huh.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
won't.
No, it's the.
I'm
you guys
telling
not
you.
heard about that? Yeah.
Like it overheats and it tells you, "I'll be back."
Yeah, you nailed it. No, they're notorious for being able to overheat, handle whatever power you throw at them. It's a cast iron block with cast iron heads. So when they overheat, they don't blow head gaskets. They
So-
just come back.
I mean, my
That makes a lot of
There we
sense.
go.
I
I
have
did
a-
not know that, but
I have a cast iron skillet from my great grandfather. So I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
mean,
doesn't.
last through generations,
It
right?
just, yes, it keeps going.
Oh,
yeah.
man,
also
that's
it handled
wild.
great. I feel like
A
I know Mustangs
Mustang
are known for like
handled
crowd
great.
targeting,
Interesting.
but
I love that generation Mustang and the one before it, the SN95 and the SN97s.
but they were the ugliest ones. I
They
feel
were
like.
not good for handling.
Oh, I mean, I loved it.
But when
This-
you go
this
from
is-
that to the Tacoma, yes, they're fantastic.
This is actually a quick, fun little sidebar.
There you go.
So when I was in high school, I wanted a V6 Mustang, like an 05, the generation after. I loved how they looked. I thought they were cool. My parents refused to let me get one.
Because they want you to get the V8.
Yeah, the GT. You can
Well,
ruin it
so
with
here's
GT,
here's the
brother.
thing. They're
Come
like,
on.
well, that's an unsafe car.
Oh,
We don't want you to die. So I end up with a 1988 IROC Z with 430 horsepower that wanted to kill me every day.
nice.
Because my dad thought that it
That
was
was-
safer because it's older. It's bigger. The car doesn't crumple when you hit things.
Oh, and that was before the
and I'm
mandated.
like, right, so I do. But that's cool.
That was
And
before they
no
mandated
airbags, right?
airbags. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
that thing was a death trap. And like in the winter, it wouldn't even stay like running. So I'd have to keep my foot on the brake and the gas, or it would die for whatever reason. And then I just let off the brake a little bit to move. But I could never let off the gas ever, or it would die.
So
was
it was
cold.
actually ready to drag race at all times.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
I like
it's-
that.
And I
like that.
probably spun that car 15 times in the
Like
time that I owned it because I didn't know how to
consecutively?
drive
Oh,
for
okay.
shit.
Dom Toretto would probably be like, "You're a part of my family."
yeah, there you go.
He'd be like, you're
Family
disowned.
first.
It's
That's a nice option. I like that. It's what do they call it? The for the torque converters, they have special drag setups where you can have, they only engage at certain RPMs. It's
The
like you had-
stall?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, basically had that, but when it was cold.
it stalled a lot, that's for sure.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Was this here? This was here in Utah?
Idaho.
I know. Okay.
And
It was
I'm,
my
assu-
daily driver in the winter.
I'm assuming that was an automatic car
It was.
and installed a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I saw
way
somebody,
safer.
and I'm not going to say who, Noah, stall an Aventador
Was I there?
parking it. I didn't know you could actually do that.
No.
With the
can
single
you?
clutch.
Apparently you can. It's been tuned, so I think that has something to do with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't give him too much shit. But
I mean, you're still
I'm going to
installing
anyways.
automatic. Yeah, fuck.
I think the car that I am proud of, that I shouldn't be, was what year was it? A 2005 Crown Victoria cop car
Wow.
that I bought probably 6 years ago,
I could
Through
actually,
5 years ago,
I could actually see you driving that.
for $400 with 300,000 miles. And it had like all the cop car stuff in it.
Didn't you get arrested on it once?
No.
Or pulled over?
That'd be like the Spider-Man.
Yes.
Where they're like,
Pulled over and almost arrested, yeah?
Yeah, and then my buddies and I bought 6 cop cars at a different time on the same day because we were going to flip them and make money, which terrified his neighbors because we pulled up with the lights on. They're like green and white, so like, but they didn't know what was going on. They see 6 cop cars with lights pulling up. Okay, that's unusually loud.
nice.
They see 6 cop cars with lights pulling up, and their kid's having a birthday party outside with a bunch of other kids in a bouncy house, and it looks like somebody's going to get swatted. So that was a fun conversation. But no, that Crown Vic was just like super reliable, super solid, and I just didn't give a shit about it because it was $400. So I
the
floored
cheap
it
cars
at
are
every
great.
single light and spun the tires. I drove like a jackass everywhere, but
I like the common
it
theme
was
of
so fun.
dirt cheap cars are the best car purchases.
They really are.
It's just.
I
too
bought that
good.
car for less than a tire.
So what you're saying
true.
is you
Yeah.
drove it like one of those like 70s movies cops?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That was what they made for.
All I
You
needed
guys-
was like a
yeah,
mullet.
True.
There was like that movie. What was it called? Like Let's Be Cops.
Yeah.
It came out. they happened to buy. They ended up with the cop uniforms, so they bought a Crown Vic as well, and they just went around just.
Come to
pretending be
find out,
cops.
that's actually the movie that they watched when they brought the cop cars in their place.
They were watching the movie and stumbled upon the government auction site, and they're like, you know what? Let's be cops. Let's be
Let's do it.
The neighbors are having a birthday tomorrow. Let's scare them. That's hilarious.
That's awesome. That's a great story, though, by the way. That is a wonderful story.
It was pretty wild. Follow up to that actually. So one of the cars, the last one that we were selling, which was a Taurus, like $1,500. So it used to be the guy's security car. He's like, I know this car. There's a dent here and here, and like he started telling me things about the car that I didn't know. I'm like, okay, I believe you. He's like, I don't really have any money, but I want to buy the car back. Okay, well that presents a conundrum here. Do you accept firearms? It's America, so yes, I do. So he pulls up in a cop car, and we trade, I want to say 12 firearms for this car. What? So we're just bringing in shotguns and rifles and pistols in the same neighborhood.
On the same day as the birthday party.
No, this was much later.
Oh, okay.
They were not any
That
less
would have been
concerned.
great.
We're not any
Figure
less
that out.
concerned.
Hold on.
Well, no, it's like midnight, and we're bringing guns in, and his
my
neighbors are
gosh.
looking at us.
That's
and then
not
we give
any
him
better.
keys to the car. He drives away. That was the deal. It looked really bad in hindsight,
It's like
Yeah.
something from Breaking
Yeah.
Bad.
but we did really well on
I
the
think
cars.
that's like the best case scenario when you buy that many of those retired cop cars. It's for somebody to think something's going
we did
on.
pretty. We made like 30 grand
Just off the cars.
in a month.
Or
Nice.
the guns.
The cars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, we did pretty good.
I'm glad
And-
we covered
What
that.
about
Yeah,
the
and we
cars?
each got like 4 guns.
Had to fill in the gaps there because, I mean, yeah, the guns could be worth that, or you could use them to get that.
Turns out it's like a saw M249 or something like that, and just moving stuff in. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Fully auto.
All right. Well, we are getting close to running out of time here, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. If you guys have a horrible car opinion that you would like shared, go ahead and drop it in the comments. We'll bring it on the show. If it's bad enough, we might invite you to be on the show. So that's it for today's episode of Whiskey and Whips, to horsepower and bad opinions.
Cheers.
There we go.
Stay tuned. Oh, we're cheersing.
Oh,
Perfect.
Is that what we're okay?
Oh, we did
No, let's
okay.
keep this
Yeah,
in. Yeah,
okay.
this is
All
great.
right.
Yeah, very well coordinated.
Hey, cheers, guys.
Nice.
Also, special thanks for my guests that have appeared today, and for ER being able to make it.
Yeah. Thank you, ER. Good to see you again, bro.
Peru, what are you doing on the professional side of things, my guy?
So I do digital marketing. I'm with a company called Redline Design. We design websites, do campaigns, SEO, just everything that you would need for your online business, right? To be found, to be contacted, to be used, right? So if you're struggling, just hit me up. I'll put my Instagram or something there so that we can help you out. It's Redline Design.
Perfect. Mag?
Nothing too crazy going on for me. I've got a windshield repair company, so I'll fix any rock chips here in the Salt Lake Valley. And, I'll help you find a car. I work over at a dealership, so let us know, and, yeah, we can definitely find something for you.
Also a surprisingly good DJ.
Oh, yeah, I guess I got that going on, too.
Dang.
You'll catch me around town at random moments, but,
He's got a second life.
yep,
I love
got to
it.
keep that under wraps.
Careful, ladies.
His wife doesn't know about it.
Actually, I met her because she worked the door at an event, but...
Hey, yo.
Oh,
Wow, that's a
Wait, are you
I mean, it
actually
helps to be
married?
the artist.
No.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
at this point, it feels like it, but...
That's awesome.
Okay, good. Good for you.
Go check out Morph Media. I am shooting for multiple different people across the Valley, Utah County, Salt Lake County, on Instagram mainly, and also website at morphmediaphotos.com. Go check it out.
Amazing pictures, by the way.
Yeah, no,
Thank
he
you.
kills it.
They're
He kills
unreal.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, people have been sharing that picture of my Lotus.
Really?
Like random groups will share it, like Lotus groups or supercar groups, whatever, which it doesn't belong there. I'll just see it pop up on a random site every once in a while or a random Facebook post.
Wow.
Like,
And
it's
it's your car?
crazy.
That
Yeah.
is wild.
Yeah,
there
it's
you
the one I
go.
made the background of his website. Give myself a plug.
Nice.
I had some random guy message me off of the Lamborghini post,
Yeah.
and he messaged me and he's all like, "This is from a Forza video game. It's not real." I'm like, "Okay." It is what it
Nice.
is.
That's some good. That's a good. Yeah, that's good test. of his
You're so
quality
good,
right there.
people think you're not real.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not even here, guys.
You're
He's actually
AI, bro.
he's a really good AI photographer. He just does everything in Forza, guys.
I'm Ryan, also with Redline Design and Automotive Addiction. So if you guys want to see some really, really cool cars, we've got, $7 million of cars, something like that,
At
Oh,
least.
more than
in the
that.
museum. Yeah, it's
I mean,
probably more.
Our peak, we hit $35 million in vehicles. in here.
Jeez.
I should
yeah.
probably know that because, yeah.
Yeah.
But we
business.
have some really, really cool cars here. They're always coming in and out. We have new inventory to come look at. So swing by the museum in Sandy. Come take a look at it. If you're into track days, also check out autostrada.life. We have another 10 or so track days for the year. So if you want to go see what your car can really do, come on out with us. And that is it for today's episode.
Thanks, Ryan.